All right, bro. Let me ask you this. So,
For the second time.
yeah, because I forgot to hit it the first time. We're rolling,
We're rolling, yes.
So why did you go to God, bro? What's your testimony? I remember you broke up with your girl.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's the reason I went to God. That was when my girlfriend broke up with me. It was really hard. It was a really hard time for me. It was so bad. I realized that if I don't change the way I think or to change the way I am, I might do something I'm gonna regret, you know? And I probably wouldn't be here. And it reached one point one night where I called to him because I couldn't do this alone anymore. And he answered, you know, and ever since that day, I've been trying to better myself, and it helps knowing that he's there by my side, in my corner. I mean, looking back, I mean, I feel way better now, obviously. I mean, of course, there's bad days, but knowing that God is there, it is a comfort. It is a comfort.
You take refuge. You basically take refuge in Him.
I take refuge in God, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Knowing He's always there helps a lot. It's good. It's really good. You know,
for a while, bro, you don't know how long I've been praying for you to get like a relationship with the Lord going and to finally see it come into fruition. Like you obviously I sent you that journal, dog, where I wrote about how I was agitated at first when I first became a believer myself because I was inviting you to church.
Yeah, you were agitated, dude. It's like, damn, I wasn't even hating, bro. I just said like, nah, man, this is not for me. And you were agitated. I was like, wow, okay, Brian, damn, my bad, bro.
Nah, but I don't, now that looking back, like, I didn't understand God's plan at the time because I was still newborn baby myself when it came to the faith, right? So to see how everything kind of fell into place, it's very like liberating, especially because when you prayed for something for so long, you finally see it to come into fruition. It's like, wow, dude, like, God is really real, man.
He's here, yeah.
He's here, man.
He's always been here.
You know, so.
And another thing too that helped me like kind of, like I guess reach out to the Lord too was, it's crazy, a song, you know? I was just listening to music. I was listening to Johnny Cash and one of his songs came up and it kind of like opened my eyes, you know?
Do you remember what the song was about?
Yeah, I think it's, the song's called Personal Jesus. And the song is literally talking about, you know, Jesus trying to reach out to you, you know. And I think the metaphor used in the song is just pick up the phone. Like the phone's right there next to you, just pick up the phone and dial. And he'll answer your call. But like I said, that was my lowest point, you know. That was a really low, very, very low point for me. And yeah, that's you managed to make it out.
And not only make it out, but also like excel.
Yeah, I would say, for sure. I'm still trying to dig myself out that hole, but it's definitely a lot easier.
I wouldn't necessarily, you know, that's the thing, Oscar. You don't have to dig yourself out that hole. I mean, in a sense, yes, you do, because you got to put the work in yourself. But I think you've already dug yourself out that hole. To be honest with you.
Yeah, maybe.
We had a conversation last night, for example, where.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
You said you had saw her, and you had mentioned how you don't have any hard feelings towards her anymore.
Yeah, I don't. I don't hate her. You know, I don't hate her.
You just see her as a moment in your life, and that moment led you to God. And looking back, that should provide you with a smile more so than a frown. So let me ask you this, dog. Have you ever found yourself praying over her?
I can't say I have.
Why not?
I guess I've just been selfish, you know? I mean, I've just been more worried about me and not on honesty. Like, just selfishness, man. That's really it. And I've kind of realized that it's not, for a while, you know, if I felt bad, right? Because, you know, I'm being selfish, you know, that's kind of seen as a bad thing, right? But then I realized that there are going to be points not even points, my whole life, I'm going to have to be selfish. I got to put myself first a lot of the time.
I wouldn't necessarily say you're selfish. I think you're just still trying to figure it out. I wouldn't necessarily say it's selfish to be, to focus on yourself. especially after a breakup. I think that's actually what you should do, because if you were to go into another relationship right after this one, for example, you would just hurt yourself more, right? But if you take the time to build yourself and focus on God and actually retain the information that was learned from that relationship, all the good and bad, you would honestly learn a whole lot more. And then not only that, but build yourself for the woman that God is setting aside for you, you know? And I think that's not selfish. And plus, if you were selfish, I don't think you would be I don't think you would be still thinking about her and still wanting to see her in a way that is uplifting. You know, as men of God, we have that nature to not hate, but to love, even if we were done wrong, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, that's what Jesus did to us. And that's what I think you probably were thinking as well. You know, Oscar, I say all this to say, for real, that I think your situation is overall a win. You feel me? I don't think that what you've lost, from what you've lost, you've gained tenfold, if not more. You lost a girlfriend, but you gained a lifelong relationship. If not for eternity.
For eternity, yeah.
It's crazy.
That is pretty, yeah.
You know, it's the same thing for me. I might have lost a girlfriend, but around me, my mom has started going to the faith. You started going to the faith. These are people I've been praying years for to come into the faith.
Everybody and their mother.
For real.
Yeah.
You know, and who knows, maybe like when it comes to your family, they'll start coming around to their faith if they're not already in their faith. Like your sister, your mom, your dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, it's yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure one day you'll look back and be like, when you have your wife and your family, you're gonna look back and be like, damn. You know? You're just gonna be like
damn.
Wow.
Like
you're gonna be surprised.
I made it.
I used to pray for times like this to rhyme like that.
I used to pray for times like this.